Alright guys, we are back for another Preparing for Dokkan Battlefield video here. Now today, I want to go over a couple of units that are fitting into the Mixed Blood Saiyan category. So what that means is these are units who can fit on the new STR Ultimate Gohan team. So they're Saiyan mixed with human or whatever. Well, I guess they all are Saiyan and human, but whatever. Anyway, let's just get to it. The first unit I want to talk about is this Pan right here. This Pan is actually quite good. Now, the other thing you guys might notice is I have her at SA10, even though she's only just a support unit. The reason for this is that when I summoned for LR Trunks, I pulled over 60 SR Pans. So I went ahead and farmed her up to Super Attack 10 using those Pans. So I guess farm isn't the proper word. I don't know, maybe, whatever, I don't care. Alright, so this right here, this is Talents in the Blood Pan GT. Leader skill is AGL and physical type key +2, HP, attack, and defense 30%. So she does have the full stats and key there. So again, this, maybe we could do like an interesting little team or video with this. That'd be kind of cool. Her super attack is the Kamehameha. She does actually have a different animation, which is a breath of fresh air. It does supreme damage and attack 25% for allies for 1 turn. That's a nice little effect. The problem is that this Pan is always going to be a floater, so that effect is basically worthless. It's only going to really be able to shine if you have the Pan in the first slot of the rotation and have her do her super attack there, so it can actually affect your allies, because otherwise, you just have her as a floater, your allies will have already supered before you get to that point, so not really that great. Her passive is as brave as daddy. Okay. Attack and defense 30% for all allies when HP is 30% or above. Now, this passive is really good on mono physical, of course. Pan is pretty good on the, you know, Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 mono physical team. That 30% defense she'll give will help you both with Vegito Blue and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who, you know, need that little extra boost because Gotenks lowers his own defense. And then obviously Vegito Blue, you get his defense a little higher, and he's going to be reducing damage to almost nil and then countering, which is really good. But this Pan's passive is going to shine like crazy on an STR Ultimate Gohan team because that team is already immortal. You're never gonna fall below 30% HP, especially if you have LR Gohan or LR Trunks. You're just not gonna take damage. So that passive will always be able to be active, getting the extra attack and defense, like more defense on top of how crazy it already is between Ultimate Gohan's passive, his ability to sometimes turn into Janemba. Like the team, that I'm so excited to try and run that team out so much. This Pan will be on that team for me. Gonna be a lot of fun. Her links are Fierce Battle, Saiyan Lineage, GT, Battlefield Diva, Innocence, Kamehameha, and All in the Family. Now, real quick, just a quick gander. If I'm correct, doesn't Ultimate Gohan have some of these? Wait, let me take a look here. Okay, so the new STR Ultimate Gohan has All in the Family, and that's it. That's the only one of those. Well, wait, hang on. He has All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage. Interesting. So this Pan actually does have a little bit of linking with Ultimate Gohan there. Interesting. So she really does fit well on the team. Yeah, very excited to run her. She is actually an underrated unit because she came out when Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta were out, and I know many people pulled her 1,000 times before they got Goku or Vegeta. I actually pulled Goku and Vegeta like so quickly, I never pulled this Pan on those actual banners. Alright, so next let's move on to the next unit. Again, we're going to focus today on units that, no, not Buhan. We're going to focus on units that actually have the mixed blood category. So next, we're actually going to do this Goten, who Dokkan awakens into... Oh, damn it, I shouldn't have done that. Who Dokkan awakens into a tech Gotenks. Now, a lot of people on their Ultimate Gohan team will be running the physical Super Saiyan Gotenks. And I will not argue that. Obviously, he's still incredible. He can seal. He gives himself attack 100%. Great links, all of that. But if you're like me, and you have LR Gohan and LR Trunks, or one of the two, Ki is going to be a problem. Ki will be a problem even without the LRs, but especially if you have the LRs, you want to try and, like, maximize, obviously, them getting their 18 Ki Super. And just, like, having, like, physical Super Saiyan Gotenks is not going to help you with that, because especially with Ultimate Gohan, he's not going to link with him at all. So, what we have here is true Child Prodigy Super Saiyan Gotenks. Leader skill is Tech and Intelligence type, HP and Attack 30%, so that's nothing. Super Attack is the Galactic Donuts, which does extreme damage to enemy. Again, nothing. His passive, Egocentric Personality. Attack 20% and change AGL Ki to Rainbow Ki. Now, this is absolutely huge and beautiful for this team. Number one, LR Gohan gets infinitely stronger the more orbs you get, right? But also, number two, this Gohan, or this team, this Ultimate Gohan team, at least the variation I'm going to be running will have no AGL units on it. So the fact that this Gotenks is going to be changing AGL orbs to Rainbow will not affect the team negatively in any way. Because I was also looking about possibly putting the Strength Family Kamehameha Goten on the team as well. But he actually changes physical orbs, which might interfere with the LR Trunks a little bit, which is not great. But obviously, like, let's say you're like Riku the Best, who has LR Gohan but doesn't have LR Trunks. So, wabam, obviously, the Family Kamehameha Goten is perfect to toss on that team. Maximize orbs for your Ultimate Gohan and your LR Gohan, and you're off to the races. But if you have both, you know, if you're like Rhymestyle or me, then the Strength Family Kamehameha Goten is not the one you want to look for, and I do prefer this Gotenks instead. Now, his links are Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighter, Prepared for Battle, The Innocence, and Formidable Enemy. Now, of course, one thing that does hurt the team a lot is Bandai's just insistence that Ultimate Gohan not get Prepared for Battle. So Ultimate Gohan will not be able to link up with this Gotenks at all. They share no links, right? Yeah, none. No links. Which is fine, because he will link up with the rest of the team. You know, because it's so weird. The team is all prepared for battle, except for, like, Ultimate Gohan, and then I guess also Physical Pan if you're going to run her. This Gotenks is pretty underrated. I do think he is a lot better than the Intelligence Gotenks, because obviously there's the Intelligence Gotenks, same art and everything, but he just gives Ki, whereas the Gotenks creates Ki orbs. And I do think, obviously, with how some of these passive work for a lot of these units, creating orbs is actually more beneficial to you. So this Gotenks will be on my Ultimate Gohan team. Alright, so that covers 2 units who I will be putting on my STR Ultimate Gohan team. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at another unit who came out with the Super Saiyan 4s. Of course, we have the STR GT Trunks right here. Very, very solid unit. I've only pulled, I think, actually, I might have pulled 2. I think I have a dupe in a top left path here on JP. But I'm not like Animated Muscle. When the Super Saiyan 4s dropped on Global, Animated Muscle pulled enough of this Trunks to get him to SA10 just by feeding the Trunks into himself and opening up all dupe paths. Absolute insanity. So this is Brains and Brawn combined Super Saiyan Trunks GT. I guess that is a good descriptive word for Trunks. Words. Because obviously, you know, son of Vegeta, son of Bulma, you know, he gets the best of both worlds there. His leader skill is STR and Tech type Ki +2. HP attack and defense 30%. So just like the Pan, his leader skill is actually quite usable. His super attack is the Buster Cannon. Does supreme damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. So obviously not really too great there, greatly lowering defense. It'll get you a little extra damage, sure, but not a lot. His passive is Concentrated Power, attack 100% when performing a super attack. So obviously that is very, very good. That will allow him to hit very hard. Obviously when you have a passive that, like, activates when the super attack is performed. I believe that ends up calcing out more damage because it's activating after links are added and everything. If it's at the start of turn, then it's activating before links take place. But if your passive is when performing a super attack, then your links are going to be added into that as well, which is one reason this Trunks hits like a truck, especially if you got him at SA10. His links are Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Golden Warrior, Cold Judgment, GT, Prepare for Battle, and Furious Battle. So, of course, he fits perfectly on a Super Saiyan 4 Goku team. Even to this day on JP, you know, 7 months after his release, he is still truly a beast. Very, very good unit. And the last unit we're going to go ahead and Dokkan Awaken, not obviously on the same level as the others. We're just going to do another one of these Super Strikes here. But, of course, oh, damn it, I hate when I do that. Okay, Bandai, here's a quality of life thing Bandai could do for us. When you're scrolling down the Awakening list and you hit someone and then back out, it takes you back to the fucking top. Can you just spit us back out where we were? Because when your box has over 200 units in it and you're scrolling all day long, if you just click someone accidentally, it's like, well, you better restart, fucker, and go back and find that unit. Damn. All right, yeah, so it's that one right there. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and Dokkan Awaken this STR Trunks right here, who, of course, is pretty good for going for LR Goku, but obviously at this point, you know, I've already gotten my LR Goku Rainbow Starred 100% on JP, but I am a collector. The Super Strike units are very valuable for Dokkan Battlefield. I guess I should mention that, like, the Super Strike units, for a number of reasons, are incredibly useful on Dokkan Battlefield. They are more effective. It seems like units are more effective when their super attack is higher. So, like, oh, whoops. Actually, hang on. Let me... Oh, my goodness. Am I the gaming claw today? Actually, wait. I've shouted out like 500 different YouTube... Whatever. We're completely off track. My battery's dying. Too much shit is going on. But anyway, the higher your SA, the better a unit will perform in Dokkan Battlefield. So, obviously, the LRs crush. And so do the Super Strike units as well. So, what we have here is actually the Hope Deep Inside Trunks team. That is a funny name. The Hope Deep Inside. But obviously it does fit with Trunks' theme, basically, which is Hope. His leader skill is Strength type, HP, Attack, and Defense 30%. Shining Slash is a super attack, which does huge damage. Obviously not that big a deal. Passive skill is Bet to the Future. Attack and Defense 15% for all allies. That's not bad. That's actually not that bad. You know, supports, passives like that will always be useful. Links are Royal Lineage, Cold Judgment, Messenger from the Future, Z Fighter, Soul vs. Soul, Golden Z Fighter, and Super Strike. A couple of those, Cold Judgment, Royal Lineage, you know, you actually probably could use those on some teams. And then, obviously, one big thing is that at SA15, he actually is able to launch his super attack at 9 key, which is quite useful. But that will do it for today. We did a couple of units that are, you know, in the mixed blood Saiyan category, the half Saiyan, half human, half Earthling, whatever it is that you want to call it. We are donezo. One last thing. I really wish this Pan, I like her SSR art a lot better than her TUR art. This, that just doesn't look that good. I'm sorry. The SSR art is really cool. This one is just very, very, very weird. Regardless, y'all have a good one. Stay safe. And later.